Hey guys, and welcome to WordsAtScale. So it's been a while since I've recorded 2 videos in one day. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and to be quite honest, I just want to get that first mover advantage. So in my previous video, I showed you that Perplexity now allows for the use of different AI models, namely Claude, GPT-4, and Perplexity itself. And once again, to reiterate, if you are struggling with a VPN or are living outside of the US and UK, you can use Perplexity and Claude within Perplexity. No problem, you just have to pay extra. So you don't have SMS verification, you don't have to use fancy VPN, just pay $20 and that's it. And so the second main difference is that Claude within Perplexity is connected to the internet. So basically the way it works, Perplexity collects data, then feeds it back to Claude, and Claude summarizes and works with that data. But today also many people got the invite for Claude Pro, and I did too. And the question is, how do the two compare head to head? So I have my Perplexity open, I have my Claude, and if I go to my initials, you can now see that I'm subscribed to Pro. And this is for the users of the US and UK, but I kind of tricked the system. So I said I was from the US and I used a VPN, but my card that I used was not from the US. And it took a while. I think my transaction was first put on pause, but then I got a letter that everything is okay. So I now have access to Anthropic Pro. And basically, the benefits are only that of limits. It does say on the blog page of Anthropic that, on the sales page of Anthropic, that you get newest updates delivered to you, but there is none as of now. So this is good old Claude, just with better limits. So let's test it out once again. So the question that I used last time was, who won the 2023 Oscars? And I'll just repeat this. And this is Perplexity, and this is Claude. Again, head-to-head comparison. So I'm getting a response, and you can see the way it works. These are the sources, and then it's being summarized by Claude 2. And this is the factually correct answer, but with Claude, it says that it hasn't happened yet. And these are some potential contenders. Okay. So the next thing that I did, all the conversations are now in my threads. So this is similar to ChatGPT and Claude. So even if I were to say, write me a review about SEO writing AI, and let's just ask the same to regular Claude, which is now Pro. Here is the sample review of SEO writing, impressive new AI assistant, and just by the looks of it, you know that this is making things up. So this is a generic paragraph that can be applied to every SEO writing tool out there. But here it immediately goes to a couple of reviews, and this is actually my review on Trick Me Not SEO writing. And generates high-quality articles, optimizes content, produces human writing, writing quality, SEO optimization, use cases, pricing, conclusions. So this is a newer tool, so the response is not that great, but it's better than a regular Claude. And if I were to ask to do the same for Agility Writer, again the response would be better with Perplexity. Let me just grab a random YouTube link of mine. So this is for the human writer, and I can go to Perplexity, which again uses Claude, and can say read and write a review. And this is a very simple prompt, so nothing fancy. And if I do the same with regular Claude, the response is going to be Claude can't visit links. Response may contain hallucinations. Okay. So a better question actually to ask would be how about the quality of the writing and the context window. So I've prepared a giant file, which I call giant essay, which consists of 5 essays, 1 to 5, which is 43,000 words long. And with Perplexity, you cannot use docx, but you can use txt. So I will create a separate txt copy. And I have no idea, I haven't done this before, so let's start with Claude actually this time around, with regular Claude. So giant essay, and the idea is as follows. I'll just ask it to list the titles of the 5 essays. And actually it should correctly list all the titles, even though this is 43,000 long article. Not article, but document. And while it's thinking, let's try to do the same with Perplexity's Claude. So it's uploading. So Claude is still thinking, and this is to be expected. The document is very large. Okay. So the Perplexity failed, and this concurs with one of the comments under the video that says that the context window for Claude within Perplexity is not that great. So it was able to detect the first title, but not the respective 2, 3, and 4, 5 titles. Okay, so this is a bummer, but still. What about Claude? And Claude is beautiful, so I know the titles by heart. So these are the correct articles. Okay, now let's talk readability. So let's do something else. Let's go using Markdown formatting, lists and tables, writes an engaging article about can dogs eat longan, focusing on better readability. Okay, using Markdown, write an engaging and detailed article. It's okay. And we'll do the same with Claude. We'll open up the Markdown to HTML converter. So for some reason within Perplexity, the Perplexity's Claude does not obey the formatting rules. So as far as I can tell, this is not Markdown formatting, nor does it use lists and tables. Well, it does use lists, but it doesn't use bolded words and tables. Okay, let's check readability. And this is actually great readability, but the word count is minuscule, so under 300 words. And let's just go crazy and check the SEO score, even though we did not specify that we wanted to SEO optimize this. And the SEO score right of the gate is 49, which is actually quite surprisingly good due to the fact that it's only 300 words. So 40, grade 5 and 49. And so you can see already that Claude is obeying the commands. So it's using bolded words, lists and tables, and so on and so forth. And let's just copy this to Markdown formatting. And I don't like that Claude includes the artifacts. Okay. Grade 8. So worse readability, but still, grade 8 is still a very decent readability level. And what about SEO? So the previous result was 49, and it's now, hang on, sometimes it takes a while, 58. Well, admittedly, this was how many words? Twice as many words, but the SEO score is much better. And this actually concludes the experiment. So you can pay Claude $20, I mean regular Claude, and you still get all the benefits that Claude has. Markdown formatting, the length, the quality of the writing. But with Perplexity, for the same $20, you get access to GPT-4 and Claude, and it is connected to the internet. And one of the questions that I got was how to avoid short outputs. So let's try to do that together with Perplexity. And I'm not advocating Perplexity, so obviously you do what you want to do. So let's start new threads. Write an SEO optimized outline for an article about can dogs eat longan. Okay. So this is our outline. Let's get rid of everything here. We'll just use the title. It should be H1. Okay. And actually, write an SEO optimized article for, let's change the prompt a little bit. Write an SEO optimized outline using Roman letters from 1 to 10. Man, I like how this immediately goes to the sources. Now it states 6 sources here. And the reason, the only reason I use Roman letters is that the follow-up prompt is going to be much easier. So I'll give Perplexity another try in saying use markdown formatting, bolded words, lists, and tables to write a detailed paragraph for section 1. And I'll use the same prompt. I'll just switch over to different numbers. Oh, okay, so this is interesting. So it's now obeying the prompt. Okay, so it's using bolded words, lists, and tables. Okay, can I copy it? Copy to clipboards. Interesting. Wow, this is good news actually. Oh, markdown formatting. Silly me. Okay. Now I just need to resume. Okay, the formatting is all wrong. Hang on. Just trying to deal with this. Okay. So the SEO score is not the best, I must admit, and maybe, just maybe, it's not the best tool for long form copy, even though the readability was the same as with the original Claude. But yeah, so you now have an understanding about the pros and cons of each. Perplexity's Claude and the original Claude. Again, Perplexity's Claude has an ability to read YouTube transcripts, parsed from the internet, and write factual information, whereas regular Claude still has this amazing context window and just a better flow for long-form content. And each of those, the bummer is that each of those costs $20. And once again, to get access to Perplexity, you don't need VPNs, you don't need fancy SMS verification, which you do for Claude. There you have it. Hopefully this video was helpful. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.